What's up, man? What's going on, man? Real quick, man. I ain't gonna waste no time. We ain't gonna be here long, man. I'm feeling a little up under the weather. But at the same time, and I do want to be able to what's up, Alicia B? What's up, Candy? So Miss Parker. No, I'm on watch. At the same time, man, like I said, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, man, so I'm gonna get right into it. If you haven't heard recently about the suicide of this young lady right here. Her name is Arlana Miller. She was a freshman at Southern University. She passed away due to suicide on May 4th, 2002, man. And she posted her suicide note on Instagram. She has a message. I'm going to briefly go through the message. I'm also going to go briefly through some stats just to put a little fat on your brain. And also, got a couple little, music, man, to bring up the spirits, man, because I don't want this to be sad or morbid, but at the same time, I do have to handle this with some type of delicacy out of respect for her family, out of respect for people that know her, or just for people who care. Over the past few days on YouTube, we've seen people be manipulated through times of great how do I say this? Through traumatic times, seeing people be manipulated, and it's unfortunate that some people will use somebody's trauma as trying to gain off of that. That's piss poor, and just my opinion on a lot of shit. I'm gonna touch on the Kevin Samuel shit a little bit later on. Is when you have the responsibility of creating content, when you have that responsibility of people who listen to what you say, take heed from it. There is different lanes here on YouTube, and that's what's up. You have excuse me, shit. You have the entertainment. You got some channels that are more informative. You got some channels who, whatever. But when you handle things like this, you have to handle traumatic times with delicacy. You can't be trying to gain nothing off of it, off these people, man. So that shit right there is way out of line. But it's been going on for too long, and I rarely have an opinion on it. I keep my opinions always all to myself because, time and time again, I done said a lot, and niggas don't listen. Not that they have to, but I don't bother trying to force nothing that I know or anything that I experience or anything that I care about on anybody. Because niggas gonna do what niggas is gonna do. I'm not gonna sit here and try to force niggas. I can't bring everybody with me. People who listen, they listen and support. They support, and I appreciate the people who do listen and do support and do like and share and subscribe and do all those things. I can't focus on the masses when I have people who really care about or whatever I got going on or my content, those are the ones that I have to focus on because that's just who I am. That's just what I do. I can't worry about everybody else and what they do and how they do it. Man, that's none of my concern. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, I really could give a fuck. Shit like this though, is reasons why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I've seen, like I said, man, I'll touch on Kevin Samuel shit too, man. I've seen some discussion shit being said in our sector, along with our society, about people dying and the death of people who passed away. It's some sick shit that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Real sick shit. This beautiful young lady right here, Arlana Miller, like I said, she passed away. She was found in the Mississippi River. She wrote a suicide note on Instagram. I'm gonna go through it. Like I said, man, I'm not gonna be here for long, man. I'm feeling kind of up under the weather. I don't know whether just the weather or some coaching. I'm not sure, but it's definitely sitting my ass down. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely sitting my ass down. Let's step out of the streets. You know what I'm saying? Step out of the street. Let's go back. But no, man, I got I just got a little cold. I'm bullshitting about the other shit. But anyway, like I said, man, shout out to Miss Parker. And shout out to Shank Rock. Also, man, I was gonna go live yesterday, man, but I got called into a beautiful conversation by Shank Rock, man. Y'all, I think his link is somewhere in the chat. If not, put in there, man. But a conversation, man, and I just pushed mine back because I hey, man, the last thing I am is a hater. We got a lot of haters in this sector. We got a lot of haters everywhere. And I refuse to be a part of some hating ass shit. I always will support the people that support me, man. So shout out to Miss Parker and Shank Rock, man. Shout out to the Rock Squad podcast. That's where I was yesterday, man. I pushed mine back because, man, that conversation was powerful. It's powerful. It's always powerful. Appreciate it, Miss Parker. Let's see. Hold up, man. What's going on? Shout out to bro, Alicia B. Candy, Miss Parker, Canadian girl, whatnot. Let's see. Snapping Turtle, what's up with him, man? Enrique, what's going on? But yeah, man, I'm gonna get right into this, man. I said I'm gonna be here for long, so let me go ahead and stop wasting time real quick, man. Let me get this up real quick, man. Yeah, get this lady out there. If you can, man, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. The number of likes should match the people that's in the building. However many there are. But let me see. Let me get this off the where's this? Nope, that's not it. Okay, so drop me down to the bottom. We put this back up top real quick. Oh, and for you guys who don't know, man, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, man. This is the perfect time to go and check on your mental health, man. You know, if you got a brain, you know, you have to take care of your mental health the same way. If you broke your ankle, you have to go to a doctor. The same way if you broke your arm, you know, and for some of y'all out there, the same way if you ever been burnt before, the same way you got to go to the clinic when old girl did what she did and she toasted your meat. You know what I'm talking about? So you got to go take care of your mental health, man. That's always important. But let's get right into it, man. We'll get back serious. Southern University cheerleader dies at 19 after alarming social media post. Like I said, this was a couple days ago. School says Arlana Miller, a freshman from Texas, she was studying ag. She died this week. A rash of student athlete deaths this year cast a spotlight on their mental health needs. So I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but let me get to the let's see. The school on May 4th, approximately 9 p.m., the athletic department was notified of a social media post, which led to the unfortunate announcement. She shared her final IG post talking about death and her history with suicidal thoughts. Though it was removed from her page. Screenshots of the post were circulated on social media. It referenced her struggles over the past year with school, COVID-19, and tearing her ACL. Let's see, I'm down a little bit, man. We need to let a little bit. Where is the letter part? Let me see. I gotta find it. I gotta find the quote when I broke it down. Listen, anyway, I do have the letter. I don't want to read the whole thing. This shit is little. Give me a few moments real quick, man, as I try to find this real quick. But in the meantime, I can jibber jabber my way through it. But yeah, man, it's unfortunate. Some of the things that she said, like the article said, she touched on a lot of things that were going on with her. She was a cheerleader for Southern, and she tore her ACL. She did a lot of things, and she also talked about how the pandemic affected her mental health. Man, and I did a video about it some months back. I want to say right in the middle of the pandemic, about mental health and the pandemic and how it's affecting us. It's affecting these young people, you know, and as well as us old heads too. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't no old head. I'm in my 30s, but you know what I'm saying? But it's affecting everybody. It's not something to look past. It's not something to just shun to the side. So many times, mental health gets weaponized. And I'm reading this book right now, and I did one reaction to this book, but this book is called the Apologetic Guide to Black Mental Health. It's on every single thing that we go through as far as mental health in our community. It's on it. The stigmas, the keywords, the phrases, how we treat certain shit, how it's not right that, you know what I'm saying, it's sometimes excuse me, we wait until somebody dies from a mental health occurrence or anything like that. We wait till somebody dies to start trying to care. You know what I'm saying? And that's sick. You know what I'm saying? So many times, especially with like things like a suicide or anything like that, is we always assume that the person's doing good because they have a smile on their face. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, you wouldn't really assume that anything was wrong with this young lady because of the smile she has on her face and all her other pictures. You know what I'm saying? She was very beautiful, very talented, a very smart young lady. Nobody would have guessed that she would have had those issues. You know what? I can't find but this is what I'm gonna do, man. I'm just gonna read it for myself. I'm just gonna have to zoom in to it a little bit. I'm gonna have to zoom into it. Oh no, I can't. Okay, hold up. I can't zoom into it. I had it on picture. Okay, hold up, man. May this day bring me rest and peace. I have fought the urge since my early teenage years. I gave this life all the fight I had. To everyone who has entered my life, I'm so grateful. And I can only imagine how this may find you. I have been surrounded by people who may have honestly thought of honestly thought that I was okay, but I haven't been okay for a while. I struggled so much through it's kind of cut off, but so much through just this year alone, from COVID to tearing my ACL to nearly failing all of my classes. To the people in my life, I pray for you. I want to say that says learn. I'm not sure. Part of it was cut off, but anyway, vocalize your feelings, and get help always. I failed, and I'm afraid it's much too late. Mom, thank you so much. I pray that you know that I'm at rest. You would have given me anything to see me happy. You give me everything to see me happy. I'm happy in the water where everything still is still and peaceful. I have written so many suicide notes within my life, but finally I have reached my end. I hope this uh, I hope this teaching, I'll try to screenshot it a little bit more. I hope this teaches everyone to check on your strong friends. Be present always. I'm contradicting myself, but never give up. I know that I'm letting a lot of people down by what I'm about to do. But truth is, I've already let down so many people throughout my life, and it just feels unbearable. I've lost my connection with God. The devil seems to have won, and that's not okay. Or is that okay? I think that okay. And I blame no one for this. I thank everyone for all they've done. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But um, let's see what but thinking about how everyone else would feel about my death is not. It's not enough either. I've tried to please and make everyone else happy in my entire life. I've been dead inside for too long. Everyone I love, just remember that this is not your fault, and I pray you don't find guilt in my situation. To my granddad, I wish you were here to tell me, and I'm being stupid to tell me it's not worth it, but you left me and found your peace. Hmm. Um, Damn. I've always been stubborn and prideful, just like you. I've always dreamed of becoming so many things that I am today, but they just aren't enough. I'm not enough. I haven't felt this way. I haven't felt enough for a while. But I say all this to say I'm done fighting. My battle is over, and I pray that everyone finds peace in that. That was the letter that she wrote on her IG after minutes later committing suicide and being found in the Mississippi River. So I want to, coming off of that, of course, rest in peace, Arlana Miller. I hate to see things like this happen so many times, man. A lot of us have kids. I have two daughters, and I know how crushed I would be. This happened to my daughter. You know, it sucks, man. You know what I'm saying? It really sucks. But at the same time, you know how many times I had to read that letter to kind of sift through that letter to find positive aspects of that letter. What she was saying was, very true. Make sure you check on your strong friends. I always ask this question to people, right? Because me being who I am, I'm a very giving person. I really don't ask for a whole lot back. You know what I'm saying? I don't really do it for favors and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? The people who love me are, are genuine. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no big circle. I have a very, very small circle. I don't hang around a lot of people. I don't do a lot of the excess fraternizing like that. So for somebody to get it out of me, that is a lot. It should be says a heartbreak press for yeah. I really yeah. I can hear me. My I was tripping, man. Touch had some tornadoes and some storms up my way. And so was sitting on my bed, man. But y'all let me know fuck with me or not, if I hear me or not. But so I really, I'm saying a big circle. For one reason, it's because I just can't trust people. I most definitely have some trust issues, but they're valid. And at the same time, it's less of that and it's more just me. You know what I'm saying? I've always done my own thing. I've always went the opposite way of where everybody else is. Um, and the minute that I feel like somebody's trying to, the minute I feel like somebody's trying to take away from my originality or my authenticity, is a moment where we're gonna have a problem. You know what I'm saying? So people's best bet is to let me be and do my own thing. Because number one, I'm gonna do it anyway, and number two, you know what I'm saying? That's just who I am, man. You know, I'm not here to do a lot of this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got a message. The only reason I'm on here is to spread this message. That's it. If it wasn't that, I wouldn't be on here. And sometimes, you know, I'm a human being, so I do like, you know what I'm saying, entertainment. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't. I do, but I put a cap on it because some of it's not entertainment. Some of it is just high class niggatry. But anyway, the news is horrifying. List that scene keep growing. High profile African Americans believed to have died by suicide in the last few weeks. Now, this is a University of Houston article. This is February the 2nd. Excuse me, by Laura Fickman. At that time, I don't know if you guys remember, Ian Alexander Jr., the son of Virginia King, Chelsea Christ, former Miss USA. She jumped out of a window about 60 stories, something like that. Mayor of Hattsville, I don't know what that is, but God rest his soul. And Walking Dead star Moses Mosley also. So, like I said, this is Rita Walker right here, this black lady at the bottom right-hand part of the screen. This is Rita Walker. She is the author of the book I just told you about, The Unapologetic Guide to Black Mental Health. She is the author of that. She's down there at the University of Houston doing her thing, using her voice, using her status, using her knowledge to help us out. Like I said, man, this book should be like the Bible. It ain't no big book. It ain't no huge book. I know some of y'all get intimidated by pages and shit, but if you're gonna read anything, you definitely gotta read this book because it'll help you out and it'll change your perspective on oh shit, hold up, man. Shit. Hold up real quick. Excuse me about that, man. I told y'all I'm sick, man. I ain't trying to be spitting out no mucus on live. I know some people don't care about how they sound, but I kind of do a little bit. But anyway, Rita Walker, the person, she's the author of the book, The Unapologetic Guide to Black Mental Health. And she was just basically saying to further complicate things, getting help is seen as a weakness. So folks press on even when they're struggling. Doing so is part of a cultural legacy of survival in the face of brutal circumstances, said Rita Walker. Prior to the pandemic, suicide deaths were increasing dramatically for Black adults in the United States. The rates have continued to increase during the pandemic. Over the last decade, suicide rates in the U.S. have increased dramatically among racial and ethnic minorities and the Black Americans in particular. Suicide deaths occur across the lifespan and have increased for Black youth, but the highest rate of death is among Black Americans aged 25 to 34 years of age, says Walker, who believes one way to stem the trend is to continue bringing these conversations to the public arena. Suicide is a preventable public health problem, and it's time we get proactive in addressing it. You can go and type her name in YouTube. All she does is drop game about mental health, man, and it's important. It's important that we listen to people like this, man. You know, especially we can get on YouTube at times. Ice cream, man. The fuck. Anyway, let's show y'all one more thing, right? And I'm going to get up out of here, man. The ice cream man go by. I low key want to go and get one of them banana bombs, but fuck it, nigga. I'm sick as fuck. I feel like going nowhere. I just woke up not so long ago. Got me drinking tea. I ain't ate shit in a long time. So y'all hope I get better, man. I'm out here sick as shit. But anyway, Black populations. Let's see. This right here, it's just some stats, man. Just some stats that I always try to find stats and things like that to kind of keep my knowledge of mental health fresh. Um, and as you can see for this chart right here, as you see at the bottom of the chart, first at 7.7 people per 100,000, the age-adjusted suicide rate for Black population in 2020 was under half of the overall U.S. suicide rate of 13.5 per 100,000. So if you look at where we were, right, 10 years ago, 2011, 2012, and look at where we are now, you can see it's kind of up there a tad bit. It's unfortunate. If you remember, Raji Black, the guy who killed his ex-wife, baby mother, and killed the other woman, that was on live, and although with that case, he's a he was a piss poor ass nigga. People, they highlight mental health problems to try to find an excuse. That's another thing I've seen. Is just because you have problems, look, let's just be real. We all we all get some shit anxiety. See me speak real quick. Look, some anxiety, some depression. Unfortunately, those are parts of our lives that can't escape. Problem comes when you are not equipped to handle those, and that's where the problem lies in. You know what I'm saying? So this affects everybody, and that's why when people say, "Oh, ain't nothing wrong with me," and ain't nothing wrong with me, you know what I'm saying? I don't need nothing. I don't need this, and I don't need that. Those are the ones probably need this shit the most. Those are the ones who are probably ignoring. Nine times out of 10, they are ignoring the problems that they have in their life. They're ignoring solving the problems. It's only like you can't drink your way out of your problems. You can't smoke your way out of your problems. You can't fuck your way out of your problems. Trust me, try it. It don't work. And if you're doing that, you probably need to stop before you end up with something that you can't do. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. So when I talk, so when I talk, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming from a place of experience with this shit. I'm coming from a place of I'm being genuine because, hey, man, if I just can get to one person, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else will come after. That's why I'm always highly appreciative to the people who listen to what I have to say, listen to my message, because at the end of the day, it's so hard to get these messages across versus something that is nothing that makes any sense. It's so hard to push substance with content. It's so hard to try to get people to listen, you know what I'm saying, with content like this because they say, oh, it's boring or whatnot. And teach his own, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't really care about that, but people who fuck with it are going to fuck with it, and they're going to get this message. That's what matters the most. But like I was saying, man, you can't fuck your problems away. You can't smoke them. You can't drug your problems away. You're going to have to handle your shit. Like, we probably are not responsible, or we're not responsible for what traumatizes us, but we are responsible for our own healing. So don't get that shit twisted. You dig what I'm saying? Like, we are responsible for our own healing. And we have to make sure that the people that are around us are okay. I know for me, being a black man, it's difficult for me trying to push this message because, like, well, shit, you a black man, ain't you strong? This, that, what about this and that? I tend to not care because, can nobody challenge my masculinity. You know what I'm saying? I never have to worry about the shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's for them weak niggas to worry about. I got a message. Last time I checked, men were supposed to push productive messages, you know what I'm saying, in our community. Last time I checked, men were supposed to lead. You know what I'm saying? Last time I checked, men were supposed to create a set of guidelines and structure for of people in our community and our children. Cut this AC on real quick. It's getting hot. That vanilla chai tea is giving a nigga the goddamn sweats. But anyway, last time I checked, men are supposed to lead. You know what I'm talking about? Last time I checked, like I said, that's the last time I checked. You know what I'm saying? That's what my pops told me, man. That's what my uncles told me. That's what my brother told me. And that's the only perfect people I listen to. You know what I'm saying? Because they never led me wrong. So last time I checked, I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. Leading people into the right direction, not leading down the path of destruction. I've been there before. And I'm going to, tell you guys a little something that I've already talked about a long time ago, way before I came to YouTube, this podcast and shit or whatever. As a person who is a suicide survivor, let me try to break this thing down for y'all who don't really understand, right? Like I always say, man, after the loss of my mother, I was in the middle of college. I also had a baby girl. I also trying to manage a relationship and also go to school when I was lost. You know what I'm saying? And I tried to do a lot of things. Like I said, when I say you can't drink, smoke, or fuck your way out of problems, that's what I tried to do. You know what I'm saying? Got me into a lot of trouble, led me down, I'm a long path of whatever, but I got up out of it. I'm happy that I had my important people that were by my side, you know what I'm saying? But I had to go through what I had to go through. Because you can get all the help that you want, but at the end of the day, you're going to have to take that advice and apply it to yourself. At that point, I didn't really know anything. I wasn't really educated about mental health. I had to wait till a few years later till I got, until I became more self-aware. I had to go get some help. Because at the same time, it's like, shit, whatever I go through can also affect my children. But if I take this opportunity, I take this experience that I have and learn from it, I can equip them with all the tools that they need. So when they grow up and they become an adult in this sick world, this cruel world that we're living in, they're going to get thrown curveballs left and right. They'll have the tools equipped. There is no escaping the anxiety and the depression. You just better hope that when all that shit happens, you better have the tools to handle that shit, because if you don't, it's going to be rough for you. Some make it out, but a few of them don't. And that's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? But it's not the fact that it's just a giving up thing. I don't see it as that. You know what I'm saying? It's the fact that usually the person that wants to commit suicide and like that, they just want to stop the pain. They want the pain to stop, and make sure you hear me what I'm saying is they want the pain to stop, right? But unfortunately, their lives are collateral damage. Say that shit again. They want the pain to stop, right? But unfortunately, shout out to Shank Rock, man. Shout out to Shank Rock, man. I'm out here giving a demonstration. Shout out to Shank Rock, man. Like I said, that's where I was last night, man, having real conversations, man. You know what I'm saying? Real conversations, man. That's what's important. But that's what it is, though. It's you don't necessarily want to take your own life. It's just that I want all this pain to stop. I want the stress to stop. I'm tired of the stress. My world feel like it's crumbling down, and unfortunately, their life is the collateral damage. Like I said, you can't escape from nothing that goes on in this world. You got to meet that shit head on. You know what I'm saying? You got to go head up with the bull, and you got to crack the horns. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm able to talk about mental health and kind of be vulnerable with my life to a certain extent. It doesn't bother me anymore because that's what I have to get past. A lot of folks are still scared to do that. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I'm not. If it's gonna help somebody out, then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, everything won't be morbid and whatever, but sometimes you got to come and sit at the grown up table and get up from the kiddie table. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? We all have a big inner kid inside of us. Trust me. I'm one of the biggest kids. I play video games. I like to have fun with my kids all up at the same time. Man, I know when to turn that shit on, turn that shit off. And times like this, what I seen other content creators, a certain content creator in this sector and others also in this sector, and amongst our society and amongst YouTube and social media as a whole, they don't know how to handle situations like this because come up this way not so long. But if you're in this, oh yeah, most definitely, most definitely, most definitely should be absolutely, yeah, man. It's nothing. But if I want to get any further in not only my journey, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm straight, but you know what I'm saying? I think everybody has to deal with their own problems and issues every single day. And before me, a person who wants to commit suicide is just trying to stop the pain. Um yeah, that's trying to stop the pain. And unfortunately that's the answer. Because if you're always take care of it. You're always going to have a problem. Like you're always going to, have something to solve. That's why critical thinking is important, and that those two things have been lost in our society. Nobody want a critical thinking. They just want shit handed to them. They want everybody to hand it to them. Or they want everybody to, um, what I'm saying, baby them and shit like that, man. But at the same time, you got to get up off your own and you got to make it happen. You can't do that without important people to that's around you, and you can't do that unless you're equipped with the right tools, man. But nonetheless, man, I've been here for like 41 minutes, man. Like I said, ain't gonna be long, man. I'm feeling kind of sick. My goddamn balls is dropping hella low and going up and down. It's going crazy, so I ain't gonna be here for long, man. I appreciate everybody who stopped through. And remember, whenever you can, make sure you go and you can send your condolences to this young lady's family on Instagram. All the information is over there. I'm not gonna touch that. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Arlana Miller. Oh, before I leave, I've been hearing some awfully sick things about the death of Kevin Samuels. And it's crazy how, what I'm saying, these people that get on here, get on this YouTube, be talking about how they want to help everybody out and do all this shit. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, I hear people all the time say, we got to worry about these young people talking about they dissing the dead, everything like that. But y'all went and did the same thing. Majority of it is women, of course. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, that shit is sick. You know what I'm saying? But that man, you know what I'm saying? Y'all getting y'all feelings because of what that man talked about. That man wasn't wrong. Like he wasn't. Kevin Samuels wasn't always right, but he wasn't always wrong too. You know what I'm saying? And people like that who voice their opinion, who ain't scared to voice their opinions on anything in life in general, you gotta celebrate them because a lot of people are scared to say what they have to say, and they can't do it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks are scared to go against the grain, and you can't be. You know what I'm saying? At the end of it all, the only thing, and I'm not sitting and say I was the biggest fan of Kevin Samuels, because I wasn't. Like I said, there's things I definitely didn't agree with, but at the same time, just because I don't agree with some of the things they talk about don't mean I hate you. And it's sad that a lot of our women in our community went so hard at this man in his death and was saying that he deserved it. He had a heart attack. Look, man, this man had stage 3 Hodgkin's lymphoma. He said that on a few things. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine the mindset on that. And that's how I'm tied to mental health. This man, he said at 21 years old, he was diagnosed with stage 3 Hodgkin's lymphoma. So basically, he went through his life, and then at a certain age, he decided, look, man, I done been through 2 divorces or whatever I done got through. Look, I got to speak truth because I see it. And my whole thing is, if you see the truth, why not speak it? Don't hold that game to yourself. You know what I'm saying? People who are truth tellers get taken out the game. Point blank. Pop. Prince. Pimp C. Kevin Samuels. Amongst others. You know what I'm saying? Amongst others, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to start no conspiracies, but oh, wow. Exactly, Shank. Exactly. Wow, Shank said he beat that St. Council twice. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Let that man rest. You know what I'm saying? Because when he was here on Earth, he ain't holding nothing back. You know what I'm saying? He talking his shit. Like I said, don't agree with everything that he says, but you gotta respect the person, especially a man who gonna drop his nuts and say what he got to say to the masses and meet incredible resistance and still go through what he go through. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's tough. Like, anybody can come out and speak the truth, because you know it's a big misconception. I don't see it as hurting anything, because all the women is mad at the same time. I heard him numerous times talk about the men. Say, man, if you don't get your shit right, you don't need to go out here and do anything. That's what I heard. You know what I'm saying? You got to get your shit together. You got to go out here. You got to go make this money, do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? Before you can start looking for a woman of your liking too. If you want this woman, it's the same thing. But you know, people aren't going to take what they're going to take from people. People would. It's the wild thing about people, right? Like I said, I might play a little track to kind of boost the mood a little bit, but I'm talking some good shit right now, and I know it. Hold up real quick. Oh my God. Sorry about that. That shit was disgusting. But anyway, well, man, I gotta get it off here. But anyway, people can tell you directly what they're trying to say. I'm one of those people. If you ask me a question, I'm going to tell you a direct answer. Don't pick parts of what I say and what I do out and try to turn them into something else. I'm telling you exactly what I'm here for. I'm telling you exactly what I'm here to do. People do that in our society. That happens a lot. You know what I'm saying? People will pick a piece of, they will pick a part of what you say and flip it and spin that narrative. I seen some disgusting shit. If you type in Kevin Samuels' name on Google and keep scrolling down, you're gonna see some of the most disgusting articles. I seen some. I'm gonna say the B word, but anyway, I've seen some women talk about, oh, he's a black woman hater and all this, and I don't think, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't a black woman hater, man. He was a big advocate of our people uniting and being together. But before we can even think about that, we got some issues that's been laid here by our society, by the other side, by the ops, as y'all like to call it, that's been in place since the 70s, 80s, 90s. that's been in play for years that we got to undo before we think about raising black families, building more black communities, and so on and so on and so forth. So somebody like that, man, a black man speaking that truth, whether you agree with it or not, you gotta respect that. And that's all I gotta say about that, man. It's been some sick shit that's been going on, man. I seen, yeah, exactly. Nothing was wrong when he was checking us men. Exactly. He checked us a lot. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DJ, man. Shout out to DJ. You know what I'm saying? But he checked us a lot. You know what I'm saying? He really did. I ain't feeling no way from it because that's my whole thing. When people try to act, oh, you just came out of a divorce. What take you so long to get over it? Fuck do you mean? I don't. What am I off in a rush for? If I know I got some shit to take care of myself, pussy always be there. You know what I'm saying? For somebody who ain't, you know what I'm saying, proficient in shooting from the field, you know what I'm saying, they may not understand that, but there's nothing wrong with taking. And same thing for women. Dick always be there for the women. We all gonna be there for whatever. Take care of yourself first. Get your money up. Stack you some shit up. Get your life in order. Get your mental health in order before you go try to infuse yourself with somebody else. Get your shit right. Get your spirit right. Get your mind right. Get your paper right. You know what I'm saying? Get your sauce right before you start trying to go out here and do everything else, man. You're gonna keep fucking up like you've been doing. You can't go out there and play with that. So what do you think I'm doing? Getting my paper right. Getting my sauce back right. You know what I'm saying? Get my mind back right before I go. Because I don't want to bring nothing into a relationship to another young lady. I don't want to waste her time. And I'm not going to let her waste my time. So before I go and even try to be in some type of relationship, I got to be right. That's where everybody's mind should be if you single or whatever. I got to be right. Meantime, that's going to be there. We're not chasing shit. You know what I'm saying? We're not chasing anything. You know what I'm saying? The only thing we're trying to do, man, is get our paper right and get our mind right. Like Pimp C, I used to say, man, get your mind right, man. You think he was saying that shit just because? You know, so when you hear somebody like Pimp C talk, you think he was saying that shit just to be saying it? Get your mind right. That man was a thinker. You know what I'm saying? Was a thinker. He talked about it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, long story short, I had to get that off my chest, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody in the building. Rachel, Zeke, Alicia B, DJ Fuck You Zumi, Shank Rock, Enrique. Who else in here? Who's in here? Yeah, man. Jen. What else was in here, man? Scroll back up real quick, man. Miss Parker. Shout out to Miss Parker. Miss Diana. You know what I'm saying? Now on my watch. Bruh. Yeah. Ron Check goes in here. Too early. But shout out to everybody, man. You know, I'm about to create content. I watch and yeah. Man, so I had 3 tracks, but I'm gonna go with man because it kind of fits in this same realm. Let me go through this real quick. Let me go through it, man. Like I said, make sure you hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit that like button. That you hit that shit button and that shit. Hold up, man. God damn. I'll tell you what, boy, they're trying to talk when you stutter already and then you sick, you trying to push through some words. That's a motherfucker. But anyway, shout out to everybody that showed up, man. Shout out to everybody who, you know what I'm saying, who was here, man. Much love to y'all, man. I'm gonna leave out with one of my favorite tracks, man. RIP to this guy too, man. You know what I'm saying? Some of you may know, some of you may not know. This guy goes by the moniker of the Fat Crip. C Struggs, RIP C Struggs. Another truth teller. Live from Oak Cliff. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Oak Cliff and everybody out there, man. RIP C Struggs, man. This song was called Go to Jesus. It's one of my favorite songs from C Struggs. Heartfelt. Make sure you listen to the word. This man was a real lyricist. So make sure you listen. I'm a trill pill. You already know my slogan, man. Stay trill and heal. Monumental to be monumental, man. Stay mentally trill, man. I love y'all. I'm out this bitch. Hold up. Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. Looks like my account's being used, which I know it's probably my daughter. She's probably on my YouTube. But anyway, man, I'm getting up out of here. My track probably would have played all the way through anyway, man. I'm going to get up out of here, man. It's a trill pill. I love y'all. Much respect to y'all. Make sure y'all remember. Make sure you go read up and keep your eyes on this story over here. I'll play them tracks next time. Next time it won't be such morbid, but I have to touch on this because, you know, when it comes to mental health, man, I am him. And I know how to handle these type of things, man. So most importantly, rest in peace, Arlana Miller, a freshman at Southern University, passed away and due to suicide. She was found in the Mississippi River. I'm not gonna post no pictures of her body being found because that's an ill. I don't like when people do that shit. That's weird to me. I want to see her happy. I want to see her vibrant. I want to see her alive. I want to see her smiling, like this picture right here. So rest in peace to this beautiful young lady. God bless y'all, and I'll let y'all later, man. Oh, and also May is Mental Health Awareness Month, so make sure you go and you get your mind right. Yeah, you can dig me. Oh, and also I will be. I keep saying I'm gonna get off here, but I keep thinking about shit. I'm going to re-premiere where you can find mental health assessments and do them on your own. Now, this will not diagnose you, not a diagnosis, but this can lead you in the direction that you can figure out what direction that you need to go. When you take these like a questionnaire or something like that, this can put you in the right direction. Make sure you answer those questionnaires with honesty. Swallow your pride and do it, because if you really need help, that's where you're gonna go. Like I said, that's what I do. So I'm gonna re-premiere that, and I might do another live about it. But it really just depends on how my internet goes, man. Because like I said, we don't have some tornadoes of this shit. It'll have some hell over here. You know what I'm saying? My Wi-Fi been fucking up. I can't even play a full game of Madden and shit. Wi-Fi keep fucking me up right now. And I'm sick, so. But anyway, let me stop chit-chatting and shit, man. Let's see, man. Hold up real quick. Hold up. Hold up, man. We might be able to play the track. So let me see. I just text my daughter, say, excuse me, ma'am, can you just give me 5 minutes, ma'am? You know what I'm saying? To go, I'm doing a show right now, ma'am. I know you in K-pop world, but I need, all right, there we go. All right, man, so I'm gonna be able to play this shit, you know what I'm saying? Same check as earlier, man. C Struggs, Go to Jesus, aka the Fat Crip. Rest in peace to the Fat Crip. Shout out to everybody in Oak Cliff. Shout out to everybody in the whole Dallas, Texas, and wherever you at, wherever you from. Shout out to that. Make sure you always represent where you from, man. It's most important, man. I love y'all. I already said my slogan, so peace. I'm out of here, man.
Yeah. I can't keep, getting away from this real shit. Clown free music, baby. Yeah. 29 about to be 30. I'm getting old, man. My music gotta sound like my age. But 30 ain't no 20, nigga. Yeah, let me kick this shit, dog. me, I came up on the other side. It's genocide, boys dying trying to live their lives. You slang dope, shoot a jump on you 9 to 5. Being a baby from the 80s, mama drove me crazy. I wonder why she act like that, now I don't know this lady. So many days without a meal, boy, that shit got real. It brought us appetite to kill for that mighty skrill. Young niggas with attitude, wildin' out the pills. Someone thugging in the spot, searching for a bank. Ready to let off in that bitch, but I learned to think. Now I'm cashing out in banks, all the way I think. In the studio, high rank, leaving haters blank. See, God gave me what I got, so he the one to blame. Crying shame, I'm still out here chasing local fame. When I know I kick that shit, they set the booth for flame. But I'ma kick this shit until they know my name. You see that real nigga shit back, cause lately life got us on our backs. Young boys getting their soul snatched. I'm just a messenger who's stating facts. Shit, I'm out here every day trying to flip a pack. You see my conscience for real though, but how a nigga supposed to live, folks? I just wanna see my kids grow without my young niggas moving snow. That's why I daily hit my knees, folks. I go to Jesus, whoa. Yeah, you know I do this shit, man. I got a problem, I get on my knees. I'm just a nigga who trying to make it out the hood. For real. Using what God gave me. Yes, sir. Minus the sins. Yeah, I'm still living amongst these same niggas. Got codeine on my liver around these young dealers. My boy loves say get your money struggles, fuck a nigga. Change your mindset, quit thinking like these broke niggas. So like my partner Joe, I'm always talking money issues. I get a boy with made friends on some different shit. Just left the spot, now I'm on time with this privilege, bitch. She love the dick, say you bottom boys, ain't that fix. I'm trying to drive me one of them cars I ain't never seen. Running with boys and staying down and serving dope fiends. All this bling around my neck, dog, don't mean a thing. If I'm still in the trap, touching amphetamines, you gotta grow up out this dirty game, spread your wings. I don't want you running circles on the same thing. Gotta grow up out this dirty game, spread your wings. I don't want you running circles on the same thing. I go to Jesus, man. Hey, Mom, I'm feeling this shit, dog. This for my niggas out here living lost. This for my niggas who know where they going. It's just the road is like we running in the maze, you know. Sometimes it feel like we on the treadmill. Get on the knees, boy. Yeah. Just let the beat breathe.
I prayed to the Lord, I saw you keep.
Why not hustle, baby?
I should die before I wait.
Shoot all my rap niggas really trying to do this.
I saw you take.
Fuck all the niggas trying to hit a lick, we love this shit, yeah.